Olá, boa noite. Sejam todos muito bem-vindos a mais uma meditação diária da Sahaja Yoga. Com alegria hoje falar com vocês, a Anderli, e juntos vamos realizar mais uma meditação coletiva e online. Depois de passarmos o período maravilhoso e auspicioso do Navaratri, vamos retomar a nossa sequência de meditação, onde hoje nossa atenção estará no Vishuddhi central. Então, já voltando toda a nossa atenção para o nosso interior, nos conectar a Shri Mataji. Silenciar a mente, deixar com que todo o nosso corpo e nosso entorno se harmonize a esse ambiente meditativo. Dessa forma, vamos coletivamente fazer um Namastê a Shri Mataji e juntos vamos elevar nossas kundalinis vagarosamente, trazendo com os movimentos a atenção para a nossa kundalini, para o nosso anterior, e dar os bandas de proteção. Com as duas mãos em direção à foto de Shri Mataji. Olhar tranquilo, sem esforço. Silenciosamente vamos pedir a ela, desejando do fundo do nosso coração as suas bênçãos para a meditação de hoje. Para que tudo ocorra ao seu agrado. Que possamos sentir em nosso corpo, em nosso cérebro, em nosso coração, a grandiosidade de Shri Mataji e o que ela traz através da meditação, através da Sahaja Yoga. Vamos direcionar a mão direita em direção à Mãe Terra. E aqui pedir ao guardião do primeiro chakra, Muladhara Chakra, Shri Ganesha, aquele que tem autoridade e que dá suporte à Kundalini, fazendo com que ela acenda 6 chakras acima. E aí sim, obtermos as bênçãos através das vibrações divinas. Pura Chaitanya. Vamos desejar que Shri Ganesha nos dê suas qualidades e fortaleça o nosso Muladhara, de forma que nós possamos cuidar, preservar e manter com sabedoria e inocência este chakra tão fundamental para a nossa evolução. O mantra é Shri Ganesha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nimala Devi Namo Namaha. Vamos voltar agora a nossa atenção para a água do Futsok, colocar o sal. Dar bandas de vibrações e também desejar com que todas as qualidades de pureza, de purificação de Shri Samudra Devata estejam impregnadas nesta água e trazer essas qualidades para o nosso ser. Mantra Shri Samudra Devata. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Samudra Devata Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nimala Devi Namo Namaha. Vamos colocar nossos pés. A nossa atenção agora vai em direção ao nosso Vishuddhi central. Podemos massageá-lo com a mão direita. E em seguida dar bandas, pedindo todas as qualidades de Shri Radha e Shri Krishna, aqueles que nos dá a diplomacia divina, o testemunho através do jogo da vida, observar todas as fases da nossa vida como um grande teatro. Sentir a onipresença de Deus em nós, através da nossa fala, através da nossa consciência coletiva e do amor coletivo, a consciência de doar a si de forma generosa, com atitudes gentis. O mantra é Shri Radha Krishna. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Radha Krishna Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nimala Devi Namo Namaha. O Vishuddhi Chakra, Ele cuida do nosso pescoço, braços, boca, língua, rosto, 5 sentidos, parte interna da garganta, do ouvido, do nariz. Então, todos esses órgãos representam a essência e a qualidade do cuidar, no falar, no comer, no ouvir, no sentir, no cheirar, no tocar, no olhar. Zelar pelo nosso bem-estar, a forma auspiciosa de ser. Shri Krishna nos remove a arrogância, afasta de nós as relações impuras e a falta de senso de coletividade. Ele nos mostra a universalidade de estar próximo a Deus, através dos ensinamentos de Shri Mataji. Shri Mataji retira de nós também todo o fanatismo, toda a agressividade e tudo que nos afasta do estado de testemunha. Aqui pedimos: Mãe, faça de mim uma testemunha desapegada. Shri Mataji, faça de mim parte integrante do todo. Mãe, que eu não seja complacente comigo e que eu me autocorrija. De forma desapegada, mas verdadeira. Podemos baixar a mão e agora, com a atenção na raga, vamos deixar com que ela flua sobre nós, atuando sobre o chakra, nos conduzindo ao Sahasrara. Não se perca em pensamentos, ideias. Volte com a atenção no chakra e em seguida ao Sahasrara. Vamos finalizar o banho de pés, Futsok, e retornamos em alguns minutinhos. Não esqueçam de lavar as mãos e não observar essa água que será descartada. Voltaremos em breve. Vamos massagear o topo da nossa cabeça com a mão direita, o Sahasrara. E que pedir toda a conexão de nós com Shri Mataji, com suas palavras, com seus sagrados ensinamentos. Mãe, por favor, dá-nos toda a inteligência sutil necessárias para absorver todos os seus ensinamentos sagrados. Tornando-nos ativos do ser sutil, do ser espiritual. Podemos baixar as mãos e nós vamos assistir a um trecho da palestra de Shri Mataji, Shri Radha Krishna, e a importância da amizade, ocorrida em Paris, em 1989. A atenção no Sahasrara, mas vamos receber Shri Mataji com suas palavras em nossos corações. Vamos à palestra.
I am really over delighted that in France we have so many visitors as well as French Sahajogis for this puja. That shows the collectivity which attracts all of you from all over the places, and that you try to enjoy that collectivity. But the basis of collectivity, the foundation of collectivity is very deep. And the deep understanding can only tell you that the basis of collectivity is detached love. Love is the only way. It's not possible to have collectivity unless and until you have detached love. French have been good at so many types of love that they have been talking about. And they have written books after books, novels after novels, and have created lots of romantic and unromantic and all kinds of atmospheres to talk of love. But the pure love, as we understand in Sahaja Yoga, is to be now expressed by Sahaja Yogis among themselves. After all, we are all human beings made by one God. And that we are all Sahaja Yogis created by one mother. So there should be no misunderstanding between us of any kind. But we must know what sometimes makes us little different. If we can understand the problems that we face, then it would be much easier for us to see why our love becomes so attached and not so detached. Starts becoming smaller and smaller, then a person just starts loving oneself only. One of the main reasons that we have this problem is because of our conditionings. We are conditioned the way that we don't know how to love. When I see the advertisements in the West, I don't know from where the West starts and where it ends and from where the East ends. They talk of West and East, but I don't know which is the demarcating line. Can anybody tell me that? Where do we start, East and West? Because it's one round world, you see. But somehow or other there is some line, unknown line, underlying line, which creates sometimes this East and West, two types of conditionings. So when I see some advertisements, they show about, recently I saw about James Bond, that he is free to kill and the best film for revenge. You see the advertisement. If revenge is the best way of fulfillment, then how can we love someone? So this kind of conditioning comes to us from outside. That we should not forgive anyone. We should take the revenge. And if you do not take the revenge, then you are not worthy your name. So if you cannot take the revenge, like a duel that they used to have in France quite a lot between the two persons. They would take two guns and kill each other. I mean, what a stupid idea it was. Just think of it in modern times. But it was so. So if the revenge is not taken, then it was thought to be something very sly, very low level. The person must take revenge. History shows also the same things, that one had to take a revenge of another person who has harmed you in any way, troubled you. I think is the quality of a snake, they say. That if you step onto any snake, it follows you all his life to take the revenge. The only thing that it does all its life is to run after that person who has, by mistake, put the foot on its body. In the same way, a human endeavor I have seen in so many novels is suggested how a man gets after a person who has some way or other harmed. If we go on like this, there's no end to it. Firstly, It is absolutely absurd. For that, I will give you an example of Buddha. Very much I have been impressed by the way he said once. Somebody who insulted him and abused him and said all kinds of horrible words. Then Buddha went to another village. Now this fellow felt the remorse and he went back. Went back and said, "Sir, I'm sorry. I've said these things to you. I'm really very sorry." He said, "What?" "When?" He said, "Yesterday." He said, "Yesterday is finished now. You are now with me today. So why are you talking about yesterday? It's finished." So with this kind of idea that somebody has harmed us, somebody is horrid to us, we linger on in the past. Now I'm told they are celebrating the French Revolution that took place. If you ask me, there was no need to have a revolution of that kind to kill Marie Antoinette. It was not necessary. If they had killed or not killed, it would have been all right. But they had to kill her. Why? Because according to them, she spent a lot of money in Versailles and created some beautiful furniture. Today only they are showing that furniture only. What is there to show in this France? As soon as you come, they say, "Have you seen her palace?" I said, "Really?" First time when I came to France, this was the first question. "You must go and see. It's impossible. You cannot get such beautiful things anywhere created. It's an impossible situation." I said, "Impossible?" "Yes, because you cannot make such nice things." She made such nice, beautiful things. She was not going to carry it with her. Now, when you murdered her, then you ask me to go and see those beautiful things. We have to learn from history that it was stupid to kill her. What was the need to kill her? When you have taken over the government, all right, stop at that point. And then you start governing. With that revolution, you think world has improved for us? Anywhere in the world, do you think things have improved? Also, the revolution should have been to change the government, all right. But to go to that limit was not necessary. So the second conditioning that comes to us, that we cross all limits of humanity when we take revenge. They would not have been satisfied that she was still living. Oh God, we have to kill her. Of course, I don't say that somebody who has done any harm to the country, to the nation, should be allowed to go on like that. But how far you go with that is to be seen. So the wisdom of Sahaja Yoga is in understanding the limitations up to which you can go to express your anger, to express your revenge, so-called, on anyone whatsoever. But the best thing would be to leave it to the divine power. Because everything is done by divine power. We all exist inside the divine power. We cannot think of anything else of that kind. I cannot give you an analogy how divine power works. For example, if there were no rays of the sun coming out of the sun, staying inside the sun, and all things working out, then we would have said it's something like divine power. Nothing is outside that. Everything is inside. And this divine power is the power of compassion and love, which does everything. But when we take up responsibility and when we decide we have to do something and that we are something and try to go against that divine power, we become stupid people, as we have seen. So to leave it in the hands of divine power and to be just an instrument of that divine power is the way Sahaja Yogi has to be. Because the compassion, the love of divine power is so great that it is wisdom, complete wisdom.
Vamos consagrar a nossa atenção e nosso Sahasrara através dos 3 grandes mantras e em seguida meditar silenciosamente e coletivamente. Agradecer sempre a Shri Mataji por essas oportunidades que ela nos concede todos os dias em podermos meditar coletivamente, individualmente, mas sempre nos conectar ao poder divino. E somente foi possível através dela ao nos conceder a realização do ser. Obrigada, Shri Mataji. Queridos todos, estamos chegando a mais um final da nossa meditação e desejamos que todos tenham sentido todas as vibrações de uma meditação profunda, silenciosa, amorosa, características de Shri Krishna. Abraço fraterno aos meus irmãos e irmãs, sobrinhos e todos aqueles que fazem parte da Sangha, da coletividade da Sahaja Yoga. Nos encontramos amanhã na meditação das 5 horas e nos coletivos é onde nós alegramos nossa mãe, Shri Mataji, estando em coletividade. Apoie os eventos da Sahaja Yoga, divulgue nossos cursos presenciais e online. Existe muito empenho, devoção e amor para propagar sempre as palavras sagradas de Shri Mataji. Abraço fraterno, boa noite e Jai Shri Mataji. Até a próxima meditação. Juntos elevar nossas kundalinis e dar os 7 bandas de proteção.